Today we watched it against five cops who got
from a bunch of officers ganging up on a deaf man
Put your hands behind your back.
to a corrupt cop trying to use his power to escape a DUI arrest.
You been drinking?
Here are 6 dirty cops who got sued and fired. Disclaimer: all content in this video is for general educational purposes only. In 2019, San Marcos Police Sergeant Ryan Hartman responded to a call about a physical disturbance, and right off the bat, things started heating up.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
The man, named John Kelly, is down on the ground, but the officers keep using their tasers.
Put your hands behind your back, Dave. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Do it now.
And that's when the poor dude lets the cops know why he can't hear them.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir. All right, grab his hand. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
As the cops keep getting aggressive, so does the man.
Move around. Just have him stand up. I think it's pretty. Let me see your hands. Hands. Let me see your hands. I think he's gonna fall.
While the suspect repeatedly keeps trying to say that he's deaf, the police keep shouting verbal instructions at him.
Look at me. Hey. Look at me.
Finally, they understand. They give the man a way to communicate.
Look at him. Look at him. Hey. Hold it. Give me your name.
You can tell just how hurt and tired the man is at this point. He keeps waiting for the cops to give him some kind of answer, but they just stand there and watch.
What the?
After going back and forth, the officers decide to arrest the man for no reason. And of course, he's pretty frustrated at this point. Trying to let them know that he's innocent. After all that tasing, he needs immediate medical attention too, which the cops realize much later on.
What appears to be markings from where Kelly says he was tased, and he's still wondering why it escalated the way it did. Scratches, scabs, and marks from a run-in with San Marcos police are ingrained into John Kelly's mind. He says officers used excessive force unprovoked, landing him in the hospital.
Kelly later went on the record and sued the cops for their unwarranted violence.
I just told them that I am deaf. I verbally said that I was signing this, I am deaf. And then they instantly just tased me. Pretty too late by the time EMS had arrived. I was completely confused. I thought they were helping him, but the police immediately left and said, "You can go."
Baffled by the miscommunication with a deaf man, get ready for a shocker. Even clear words don't seem to get through to some cops.
What are y'all doing? Bro!
But before that, meet Deputy Jamie Godey, who had stopped a 61-year-old veteran named James Hodges after believing him to be a threat. Mr. Hodges was legally blind and carrying his cane to walk, but the deputy thought that it was a gun.
Hi there. What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
Navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes, sir. I was
you have
investigating.
reasonable
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now. Yes, sir, I do.
James is taken aback by the deputy's harsh behavior, and that leads to a heated argument.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you
to...
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir, I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call your
to put you in?
supervisor,
He's right here.
James then goes up to the deputy's partner, holding up his walking stick to clear up the confusion.
What's she stop you for? Want a walking stick. And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to really present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay? I don't need the ID unless a reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to do a crime.
But surprise, surprise, he refuses to listen.
Okay?
That is when Hodges lets the officers know he's legally blind.
Sir, are you legally blind? Yes, I am.
After Hodges gives the officers his ID card, he's taken into custody for resisting an officer.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know, I'll put you in jail for resisting.
Okay. Have a seat.
You'll pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
Hodges later went on the record to talk about the whole thing and sue the two officers for pain and suffering, mental anguish, and inconvenience, and also the loss of personal property.
Well, I've always been the kind of person that don't really take things lying down. But I made up my mind to properly, and it is the law in Florida that you are supposed to resist unlawful orders. So I made up my mind to properly, legally, and as maturely as possible, given the circumstances, to fight back.
After all that, the Columbia County Sheriff went on the record to talk about how the two officers had been suspended for their inappropriate behavior.
Since the incident involved a patrol sergeant, the patrol lieutenant and captain were made aware of the incident. The administrative investigation concluded the afternoon of 11/7, and allegations of policy violations against these two deputies were sustained.
And if you thought that was the worst of it, wait till you get a load of these cops who confused an innocent father for a criminal.
I have a license to carry an armed weapon, a gun if you need to see it. I done it because I was attacked, so actually a gun, it doesn't taser. Just gives me a chance to get away and call for help if I'm attacked. Yeah, I was attacked a few months ago, so I got my license and be a taser carrier. License so I can carry a public for protection. Now if I'm attacked, it gives me a chance to get away, call for help.
Meet Sylvester Hayes, who was pulled over by the Dallas police while he was getting his kids something to eat.
Okay, well, what's your information? That's all. Damn, I'm finna go get some for my baby, something to eat. Okay, hey, if you're good, sir, you're good.
For some reason, the officer was mistaking him with a wanted domestic violence suspect.
Yeah.
Not even bothering to check if he had the right guy.
I'll explain it to you.
I didn't give you permission to do it.
I know. Step out. I'll explain everything.
No, sir. Tell me why. No, I gotta get about the why you didn't give me permission. I didn't give you permission to
Right now, you are being detained.
When Sylvester demands to know why he's being arrested, things start getting aggressive.
You're gonna get tased. Come on and step out. 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 Come on and step out.
No.
Step out.
Hold on.
Come on and step out.
Holding on me for what? Hold on. Y'all, I didn't give y'all some. Hold on.
As the officers attempt to take Hayes into custody, he gets pretty violent.
Bro! What the Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. I got some blood on my neck, bro. I got some blood on my neck, bro. What the y'all doing, bro?
He tries to let them know that they have the wrong man, but the cops don't want to listen.
Bro, what are y'all doing? Bro! Help! They hurting me! They hurting me!
That is when the officers push him into the side of a car, hurting him even more.
Put 84 out as well. And start us some record, please.
Get in the car! Bro, stop! Get in there! Well, y'all hurting me! Get in the car!
To make things worse, the officers then restrain him while the man still has no idea what's going on.
Help me! Help! Somebody help me! Stop! Stop! Y'all hurting me! You got cut. Y'all hurting me! No, we're not. You're hurting yourself. What are y'all doing? You're hurting yourself. Hey, while he's down, search him. Bro, I don't have
Gun in his pocket.
Yeah, bro, I don't have anything. It's on the floorboard of the front passenger. Bro, I don't. That is my gun. It is in my hand.
The entire incident is captured on multiple body cams.
You're the one acting. Bro, y'all. Y'all in big trouble, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all in big trouble. Go for it. I don't care. Y'all in big trouble. We're under arrest.
After he's restrained and in the car, Hayes begs the officers to let him go.
Come on, you a black man. Look how they doing, man. I got 4 kids, man.
But things get worse when the cops discover a gun in his car.
That is my weapon. This is my name. That's my weapon. Is in my name. Bro, y'all doing this for no reason, man. I gotta go get something to eat for my kids, bro. Okay. I gotta go get something to eat for my kids, and that's how they do me. Yo.
But guess what? When the officer's supervisor arrives on the scene, he reveals that they have the wrong man.
Mr. Hayes, so, and I don't know all the story, but there is another Sylvester Hayes, right? So give me a second, right? And that's...
From a police officer joking about the unfair death of a young girl.
But she is dead.
To a racist cop telling a bunch of teenagers to get out of his country.
Right? And that Sylvester Hayes does have a warrant.
Then maybe that...
Okay, so your last name is Hayes?
Hayes. Sylvester Hayes is S-I-L-V-E-S-T-E-R.
Okay. And then your date of birth?
February 23rd, 1996. And I'm 3rd.
We can handle all this, but when guns or stuff like that are in play...
I ain't pulling anything, son.
No. I never said you did, right?
With everything, come on, man. With everything that's going on now, why would I pull the gun, man? I ain't trying to be another... Man, come on, man. I don't have to say it.
That's when the cops realize that they've seriously messed up. While all of this is going on, a bunch of other officers keep searching the car.
Another magazine?
After the confusion was cleared, Hayes took the cops to court, seeking punitive damages and attorney's fees in a lawsuit, pointing to 2 counts of excessive force and 1 count of unlawful arrest. From one chaotic arrest to the next, this time the victim is a delivery man whose shift takes quite the detour.
You feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
In 2022, this cop pulled over a DoorDash driver for a speeding violation.
Hey man, stick your hands out the window.
But what looks like a normal traffic stop soon turns pretty nasty.
Are you by yourself? All right. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
I've been chasing you all the way back there. You're doing 120 when you pass State Street.
I didn't realize it.
All right. Is the car in park?
This is
All right. Go ahead and step out for me, please.
All right, just go ahead and put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right, go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. All right, I'm Officer Border. I'm with the Zealand Police Department.
The driver is pretty cooperative right from the beginning.
Anything in the car you're not supposed to have?
Nope.
And why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer that I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
All right, is this your driver's license in here?
This is my wallet.
Okay, what's in this pocket here?
I don't, you can go in there.
All right, is that if I take it out?
Yes.
Nothing sharp is going to poke me?
I don't know.
What's that?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
The officer calls in more cops for backup and keeps questioning the man with no good reason whatsoever.
All right, turn just a little bit. Okay, all right, you can just stand right there. All right, go ahead and grab your driver's license out of your wallet there for me, please. Thank you. Is your license valid?
Yep.
Is this your car? No drugs or alcohol today? No marijuana either?
Hello?
I don't know that.
Okay. All right, let's walk over towards the front of my truck here real quick.
Okay.
All right, just stand right by the front there. I'm just going to turn these lights down. You can stand with your hands down. You okay?
Despite having no evidence against the man, the cop is suspicious of drug abuse.
Okay. All right, go ahead and turn around and face me just for a second. I just want to look at your eyes real quick. Just get together, hands down by your sides, look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. You're not using any drugs at all?
No.
Why are your pupils so pinpoint?
I'm nervous. I got pulled over.
Well, that doesn't change your pupils. I mean, they're like super, super small. You see those officers are?
Not on anything. I'll take a test or whatever.
Okay. You don't take any prescription medications or anything? You're a pretty healthy guy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Are you diabetic or have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You're not a diabetic though?
No.
Okay. All right. Because the only thing that makes your pupils pinpoint like that are narcotics.
Okay, well.
Okay, like a narcotic analgesic will do that. You're not using any heroin or opium or anything?
No, I'm literally door dashing. I've been door dashing since.
Well, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You're door dashing at 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
The driver is passing all the sobriety tests, but the cop keeps insisting on performing them over and over again.
Your eyes are jumping all over the place. Why is that?
Could we take a test or something? I didn't have nothing to hide.
Is there anything in your car you're not supposed to have?
Search my car.
Okay. All right. These officers are going to do that real quick while I finish doing these tests, okay?
The person on the phone that you'll call them back.
I prefer to leave it
Or if I
alone.
tell them what's happening, they can just hang out.
Yeah, just tell them to stay on the phone.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going here, okay? All right. Can you see it all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try not to move your head, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just keep looking at it.
Stuff out, but I was going to jail my friend out
We can't even do the eye test because your eyes are bouncing all over the place. Okay, I'm a drug recognition officer, okay? There's not a doubt in my mind that what's going on here.
Okay, well, let's do something. Let's do a test or something. I'm not on anything.
At this point, the driver is pretty nervous, but the cop continues to intimidate him.
I'm nervous. I'm in Michigan. I'm a black man. I'm scared as hell.
That shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You live in Holland, don't you? So you come through Zealand all the time, probably.
Probably not. No.
You got 3 officers standing here. We're all wearing cameras. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Since he's clearly not on anything, the man agrees to the cop performing even more tests.
Well, I mean, test me. I'm not on anything.
Okay. All right. So the next test we're gonna do, same thing. Feet together. Go ahead and put your feet together there. What's your first name again?
Torian.
One more time.
Torian.
Cornell?
Torian.
Torian.
Yep.
Okay. Am I saying that right? Torian? Okay. All right. So same thing. Feet together. Hands down by your sides. What you're gonna do is you're gonna tilt your head back. You're gonna close your eyes and you're gonna say your alphabet E through P. So you're gonna start at E as in Edward and you're gonna stop at P as in Paul. Okay.
Backwards?
No, not backwards. E through P. So you're gonna start with E and you're gonna say your alphabet up until P.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So head back, eyes closed, E through P.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, thank you. What's the highest level of education that you have?
High school.
Okay. Did you grow up around here somewhere?
Saginaw.
In Saginaw? Okay. All right. So what you're going to do now You don't tilt your head back or anything, okay? Just stand like you are right now. You're going to start at number 68. You're going to count backwards by 1 and stop at 53. So all you're doing is simply counting down from 68 to 53. You understand?
No, tilt my head back.
No, you don't tilt your head back. Just 68 down to 53.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
Okay, thank you.
A clear indication of his innocence.
All right, one more eye test, okay? All right, so this time my finger, you're gonna watch tip my finger.
Okay.
It's gonna make a series of circles around your face. My finger is gonna come right towards the edge of your nose, but I promise you it's gonna look like I'm gonna touch you, but I'm not gonna touch you, okay? So just follow the tip of my finger, all right? All right, here we go. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna come towards your nose now. One more time. Okay. I know that one seems weird, doesn't it? Okay.
No matter what the driver does, though, the cops keep on going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3.
Okay, let's try it again. All right, go ahead and start back in your right foot in front of your left. I told you I was showing you an abbreviated version of what this looks like. Okay, I did 3 steps. You have to do 9 down. Turn away. I showed you how to turn 9 back.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were probably 3 steps, like, 'cause you said 1.
Yep, I was just showing you an abbreviated version, okay? All right, so go ahead and put your right foot in front of your left. Hands down by your sides. Okay, and begin.
1, 2.
And at this point, the man has had enough.
You feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
Look, there's stories of being humiliated. You understand why I stopped you, though, right?
I understand it.
You're doing 120 miles an hour that you don't pull over the police, you're obviously going to get...
I didn't realize
That's why we're saying when you're talking, right?
I didn't realize it, and I didn't see you, and I own up to that.
Okay. Got it? Breathe.
Take a piss really bad.
It's okay. The cold's not helping.
Yeah,
But,
it's not helping.
well, yeah, I had you on radar at 117 and then 120 when you actually passed me.
I didn't realize it.
Okay.
The officer eventually has to let the man go, but he makes sure to sue them in court for racial profiling soon after.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and have a seat in your car so you can get warm. I'm going to write you a speeding ticket and you're going to be on your way.
Right.
All right? You got all your stuff up here?
Yes, do you have a business card, too?
Yes, you bet.
I know I'm wrong, but...
No, you bet. I'll give you one.
I have a whole family of law, okay?
What?
I have a whole family of law, so I know...
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
give me all of your badge numbers.
You bet. Yep, you'll get a... Yeah, I'll get your card from everybody.
Yeah, narcotics, detection.
Yeah, yep, Georgia train. Yep.
So just all
You bet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow, power sure goes straight to some people's head, doesn't it? Just like this corrupt officer who attacked an unarmed 17-year-old.
Out of the car, on the ground. On the ground. Told you.
This is Bryce Masters, a 17-year-old who was dead for 8 minutes after being tased in the chest. But how did it happen? Bryce was pulled over for a traffic stop by former Missouri police officer Timothy Runnels in 2014.
Roll all the way down. I can't hear you. Got to roll all the way down. Roll it all the way down. I can hear you. Roll it all the way down. For what?
From the very beginning, you can see that the teenager doesn't put up much of a fight. In fact, he's pretty scared when the officer approaches him.
What? Out. Hey, am I under arrest? Yeah. Am I under arrest? Out. I'm going to pull you if you don't come out.
Masters attempts to ask the officer why he's being stopped, but the officer refuses to answer his question and resorts to violence instead.
You really want to get tased right here in the middle of your car? Get your ass out now. I haven't done anything, officer. I haven't done anything, officer. What, am I under arrest? Yeah. Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Come out of the car. Am I under arrest?
When Bryce isn't coming out of the car, the officer pulls out his taser and starts using it on the young boy non-stop.
Out of shit.
Car on the ground. On the ground. Ah! Told you. Hands behind your back.
Bryce yells out in pain, and you can clearly see that he's down. But the officer doesn't stop the physical violence.
Stand up.
Runnels patrol starts searching the boy after dropping him face first onto the ground, not paying attention to the fact that the teen's heart had slowed down and he was having trouble breathing.
I would have done me soon. I would have called my grandma and tell her, go get me a attorney that I'm suing the people.
When Runnels finally realizes that something's seriously wrong, he calls his partner over to see what's going on.
Get up. That too.
He tries to make Bryce get up, but the teen is clearly unconscious at that point.
No, he started fighting me in his car, so I told him I was going to tase him rather than fight in his car. So he kept doing it, so I just tased him.
Arrived soon enough, immediately treating Bryce for the heart attack that he's been going through all this time. The teenager was then rushed to the hospital where the doctors found out that his brain had been deprived of oxygen for over 8 minutes, resulting in permanent damage. After the footage was released, Reynolds was
Fired from the police department on charges of violating a minor's rights and was sentenced to 4 years in prison for his actions. Some cops just never learn their lesson, like this captain who thought that being a cop would let him off the hook for breaking the law himself.
You been drinking?
Meet Oklahoma City Police Captain James Matt French, who's being pulled over for a DUI, but he immediately wants to use his authority to put an end to the whole thing.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car. Drunk?
No, Captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big, don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
When the cop approaches him, it's pretty evident that he's drunk out of his mind.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
And while he admits to his mistake, he also wants to get out of the arrest.
You been drinking? How much you had to drink?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
When and submit to the questioning.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you're swerving all over me when you turn on here, you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
That's when he starts spinning the story.
How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor? How many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
You think you should drive it?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Your mom lives here.
I live here.
You live here?
Yes.
The officer isn't having any of it, though, and he immediately arrests the man.
Just turn around, we'll pat you down.
Go ahead. Do what you need to do. I promise you I'm not a problem.
Okay.
Can I shut my door?
I'll shut it for you.
But he's still having a hard time following instructions.
Hang on right there, sir.
Got you, buddy.
Stand with your feet together, hands down by your side for me. Hands down by your side, please.
When the tests begin, he fails pretty miserably at them.
So on and so forth until I tell you to stop. At any point in time, you lose your balance or your foot touches the ground, just go ahead and pick your foot back up and continue to count, okay? Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
Once again, he tries to get the officer to turn his body cam off.
Are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
You can
done.
turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigations.
Okay.
Once again, it doesn't work.
You want to try that again?
I will.
All right, you may begin.
1. 2, 3, 4.
The officer gives him one last chance to get it right.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And when that clearly doesn't work, the chief is arrested once and for all, after which he's immediately put on administrative leave.